Once in a while, you will scroll through the internet and you hear somebody say, this movie doesn't get the respect it deserves. When I heard this about Kung Fu Panda, I said, what? I thought to myself, let me watch it again and see, you know what? Does it hold up? Spoiler, it does. This is going to be a quick one on why I believe this is the case, so let's get into it. This movie starts off by making you feel like it's just about Po not wanting to be average. But it does it in a way that captures how I viewed the world when I was younger. Po is very much like a child. He hasn't been fully crushed by the realities of the world. The conversation he has with his dad at the beginning speaks to this, as he reveals that on some level, he has a disdain for living a normal life. He wants to be one thing, but his father wants him to take the safe and well-traveled path. Starting off the show with relatability. There's not a quicker way to get into my heart. I adore the message that this movie tries to send to the world. For a lot of us, we walk through life feeling like we're not enough and sometimes not worthy. Whether it's I need that job, I need that promotion, I need that car, I need that person. There's so many things in life we look at and say, I need that to be complete. But Kung Fu Panda says, no, you as you are enough. Everything you need is within you and there's no secret ingredient. Gosh, I sound like those crystal loving baddies on Instagram right now. But nonetheless, this message is even ingrained in the antagonist's motivation. He doesn't want to destroy or conquer the world. Seemingly, he just wants the missing piece to make him complete. He wants what is owed to him. He wants the dragon scroll, the one thing he feels he needs in order to fulfill his destiny. Even in his fight with Shifu, he's still seeking some level of approval, something outside of himself. Just these two themes alone make this movie great because they serve as lessons for kids and relatable stories for adults. The fighting in this movie is beautiful to witness. It is choreographed so well. I may not be a Kung Fu expert, but I feel like a true master would be impressed by the effort that was put in here. I think it must have been challenging to take Kung Fu, something usually done by humans, and attempt to translate it into animal forms. But they pulled it off. There's not a single moment I look at it and say, man, that's a little off. And I love how they tackle the Tai Lung and Po fight. Yes, Po is a dragon warrior and has mastered some level of Kung Fu in the past few days, but he isn't a traditionally skilled martial artist. He therefore depends on his environment more. It's rough, it's messy, and they easily communicate that he's still a novice. When he does finally win, it doesn't feel like this huge unwarranted power-up. It feels like he went through a journey and still has more steps ahead of him. While the tone of this movie is very much darkness is looming and all the good moments we had in the past are about to end. You can see this through Tai Lung escaping the inescapable prison. He defeats the strongest warriors in the land, leaves them alive in order to strike fear into his enemies, and outclasses the most powerful Kung Fu masters. There still includes some subtle level comedy to bring in humor into the fold, and you don't feel like it's all gloom and doom till the end. Whether it's the awkward moments Po has with the Furious Five, how the villagers try to pick Po up and fail at every turn, Po eating the peaches before talking to Ugre, and just stuff like this, man. They always find a way to make the dark moments lighthearted. It's a delicate balance, but they pull it off so well. The fight looks so good, and speaking of how good and fluid things look, the animation in this is god tier. I'm watching this show over a decade later and the animation still holds up. It doesn't feel dated. They make very good use of the screen space, the shots are incredibly composed, and it's always clear how the characters feel in every single moment. The details they put into every scene is incredible, from the panda shadow in the beginning to the reflection imposed that knife. Like, come on! They freaking care. I freaking love this movie, man. And one last thing, the foreshadowing, or maybe setup, in this show is so great. From Po's talent with the food in the beginning, all the way to the acupuncture scene and how Tai Lung can damage his nerves at the end. And the finger hold. I just love it when things you didn't think mattered have a great payoff. This movie is awesome. 8 out of 10.